Hey everybody, welcome to this new video of Solaris Ray playing Rimworld against Zombieland Total Eradication. So in the previous video, I introduced this playthrough. I explained the goal, the concept, how we're gonna manage the zombies, how we can win the playthrough, the backstory of our characters and their skills. I showed the world, and etc. etc. This episode, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go straight to it and we're gonna begin to do the base. Okay, but if you haven't watched the previous video, I invite you to do so if you want to have a good understanding of what we're gonna do in the playthrough. But just in case if you skipped it, I will leave there in the overlay. I will put an overlay there in the video so you can see the actual status of the different zombies that we have in Zombieland. Like, if I go here, like the different zombies, like the suicide zombies, toxic, tanky, mining, etc. Electricity, I will put it there. The proportion of ordinary as well. The maximum number of zombies that there are as well, with the number, the ratio zombie per colonist. So like that, we can see where we stand. And also with the number of serum, and also how much we have spread, right? Maybe I will see. So whatever we'll put on the overlay there, you will see how it is. But this is gonna be the guideline of where we stand. And so like that, it's gonna be easier for us to see where we stand with which month, because every month it's gonna progress. We're gonna have more zombies at the screen. We're gonna have more special zombies popping up. It's gonna be harder and harder. So we literally need to produce serums and send it to other towns and fight the infection to stand a chance against Zombieland. Okay, against this terrible virus that escaped from the previous research station on orbit of the planet. And if you are interested as well on the backstory and of the characters and why the infection spread in the planet, I explained that in the previous video. Globally, the station in which the researchers were working on a new gene went wrong. The station had been compromised, and people evacuated the station. The station exploded, but unfortunately some of the people that escaped the station have been contaminated and brought the contamination with them, and that's why the contamination is beginning to spread on the planet. Now, the zombies are not going to begin to pop before 3 days, right? So we have exactly 3 days before the zombies begin to be a problem. So yeah, that's gonna be something that we're gonna keep in mind. That being said, it looks like the place where we are is fantastic. I love it, right? So let's have a look at the world. So we are here, and the biome in which we are, terrain. Okay, terrain. So it's temperate forests. There's gonna be 22 degrees average. We can cultivate all year round. We're gonna have access to marble and limestone, which is okay, right? The number of disease per year is 1.2. That's fine. Now, as you can see, what is super interesting is we are not too far away from the road, and we are on a river. And this is going to be very handy because we're going to be able to fish because of the river. And because it's a river, we may also be able to use a water mill generator, right? So that could be pretty cool. And the fact that we are close to the road, that may help us to actually reach some settlements, but they are fairly far away. And those ones, like if you don't construct a boat, it's going to be pretty difficult to reach them because it's in mountains. It's going to slow us down. So for those settlements, it would be maybe better to drop ships. But this one, maybe we can reach it with a caravan. This one as well. This one we can maybe use the serum or use our serum to fight the infection in those towns first, right? So that would be 4 towns. So we can keep that in mind. All right. So let's have a look at our resources and who is going to get what and why. So the first thing, as I explained in the previous video, Zelda is very good at shooting. So I'm going to give the first orders and I'm going to allow to use those resources. That's the first thing, of course. And the second is I would like him to equip with the rifle. Okay. The second thing is James. I think we have included in their resources a steer club, which I have a hard time. It's there, steer club. So it's gonna equip that. Zelda, I would like him after that to I would like him to equip himself with the flak vest and a knife as a sidearm. Whereas James, I would like him to equip himself as a sidearm with the revolver and with the pants. And also with the helmet. Okay. Now, ideally, I would like James to be full armored, right? But the reason why I want James to have the flag there is because he's gonna go outside, so he's gonna need to have a minimum of protection. He's gonna be our scout. So I may even consider to give him the helmet, because for now, James is not necessarily gonna go too much out about and have tough skin. So maybe what I would do is just to say to equip the club. I will clear this and I will just say, okay, take the club, take the revolver of a sidearm, and maybe take the helmet. And Zelda, because you're gonna go outside, grab the pants as well. Because he may be finding things that could be difficult. Okay, so that's there. Now, Mary, I don't think she's gonna have a weapon for now, which is fine, because she's gonna be researching primarily, right? So here we're gonna begin the allocation of the chain of work, right? So as I said previously, I want everybody to do firefighting patience, right? Body resting is gonna be number 2. Basics is gonna be number 1, because we don't want to have things not working. Rearming number 1, 2, refueling as well. Okay. Now, beyond that point is gonna be specialized. So obviously, Mary is gonna be the doctor, followed through by James and Zelda. Surgeon, she's gonna be the surgeon. Gonna make them 4 and 4 because nobody, I want her to be able to do the surgery. Hacking for now, I don't want to hear about it. Organs, I don't want you to hear about it now. Zelda is gonna be our warden. Followed through by James and Mary. Entertainment is gonna be Zelda. And after James and Mary, handle is gonna be Zelda and James a little bit. Training is gonna be Zelda and a little bit James. And she's gonna do that at last. Butchering, she's gonna be the one doing that because she's the best cook, so she's gonna be doing that, brewing as well. Zelda can potentially help, but it's not their forte, right? Hunting is gonna be Zelda, and that's pretty much it. I don't want people to go about if they are not good at it. Fishing is gonna be James and Zelda, but yeah, I will put it there. Maybe I will put fishing first for him, and after that, number 3. Repairing is gonna be James, and after Mary, of course, and after Zelda, right? Because we don't want things broken to stay broken. James is gonna be deconstructing stuff, followed by Mary, and after Zelda. Construction is gonna be James first. Mary and Zelda. Harvesting is gonna be Zelda. James and Mary. Growing is gonna be Zelda. Zelda, Mary, and James, right, in that order. Mining is gonna be James. She's gonna be number 4, and he's gonna be number 3. Drilling is gonna be James. Number 3 and 4. Cutting plant is gonna be Zelda. Okay, number 4 and number 3. Drugs. Yeah, so drugs. She's gonna be number 1, and he's gonna be number 2, or number 3, I would say, and he's gonna be number 4. Fabrication. Yeah, so that's gonna be definitely. Okay, it's gonna be James and Mary. It's gonna be that order, and he's gonna be last. Machining. Machining, I think I would like to be James, and after Mary, and after Zelda. Smithing. It's gonna be James, Mary, and Zelda. Tailoring is gonna be James, Mary, and Zelda. Art is gonna be Mary, but for now I don't want it to focus on art. Like, there's no point. Refining is gonna be James, number 2, number 3, number 4. Smelting, that's gonna be definitely James, Mary, and Zelda. Stone cut is gonna be James, absolutely. She's gonna be number 4 on that, and he's gonna be number 3. Crafting, it's gonna be James. She's gonna be doing that in number 3, number 4. Loading, I think it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be number 2, number 4, number 3. Yep. Cremate, parade crematorium. Yeah, that's gonna be James. Maybe it's gonna be more Zelda that's gonna do that, and after James, and after her. Delivering, I think, yeah, it's gonna be James, Zelda, and she's gonna do that only on number 4. Hauling is gonna be him, Zelda, and she's gonna haul last. Cleaning is more gonna be Mary. Well, cleaning is gonna be tedious because if there are zombies and they're gonna die, it's gonna take a lot of time. So I think Zelda would be the best to do that, followed through by James and Mary. Research, she's gonna be doing the research, followed through by James, right? And he's gonna do it number 4. And scanning it's gonna be Mary, James, and again Zelda. So as you can see in this instance, most of the tasks I put someone, because except for hunting, right? I don't want Mary to be fishing, really. Well, she could be fishing. I will put it there. That's not necessarily a big deal. But I don't want anybody else than Zelda to be hunting, because hunting means go outside the walls, and I think the scout should be the only one that should go outside of the walls in that case, right? But the idea is, like, if I need someone to do something urgently, then the system is not going to say to me, oh no, they cannot do it because they haven't been allocated, right? So that's the reason why I'm doing this. Now, let's attack the next important thing. Where are we going to construct the base? And what do we want to have? So the good thing here is, like, the soil is extremely fertile, right? The soil is extremely fertile. So that's a good thing. The second thing that is pretty interesting, it's there is a river here. And I want us to take advantage of this river, right? For two reasons. Because this is a very good source of food, because we can be fishing in the river. So instead of hunting, we could be fishing. And the advantage of fishing, well, you don't need to go outside the walls. You can just fish here, right? And will provide a source of meat. So that's why I really want to secure a pond of water. And also we can use it for the water mill power generation. Okay. So I want our base to encompass a part of the river, right? Now, contrary of most of the playthrough that I've done so far, I don't want to construct the base close or from a mountain. For a very specific reason, is because we are playing with fog of war, right? So if I construct close to a mountain, I will not be able to see if one of the zombies, the mining zombies, are digging through the mountain and creating an opening in the base. I will not be able to see it until it's too late, right? So that's why I prefer having a base in the open, so I can see the zombies coming, and that's fine, okay, and and shoot them with turrets. So that being said, I don't necessarily want to construct too much of the base over water. So maybe I want to have a portion of it, maybe this portion there, or I want this portion here, whatever. Part of the base. Now the reason why I'm saying all this is because we only have 3 days, and on the 3rd day the zombies are gonna come, and when the zombies are gonna come, it's gonna be more and more and more and more and more difficult. Okay, so in order for us to even stand a chance against all the zombies that are gonna come through, we're gonna need to make sure that we have, before 3 days, walls, right, around us, and that we have bedrooms, a kitchen area, a research area, a butchering area, a fridge area, and a stocking area, and a dining area. Okay, so that's 7 areas. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be huge, right? Because in my experience, the bigger it is, the harder it is to defend. Because we only have so much firepower. At the moment, there's only James and Zelda that's going to have ranged weapons. So until we have an additional revolver, Mary is not necessarily going to be shooting that much. So we only have 2 characters that are going to be able to shoot until we can have turrets. And turrets, you need power to power them up. And you need to have a pretty extensive research pattern before you can have it. So we cannot count on turrets before the zombie arrives. Okay? So we need to be able to have a base that is fairly secured until we reach the 3rd day. and that we can defend for at least, I would say, the first week or two. So that will give us time in order to research the turrets, and then we can put turrets around the base, and that will help us clean the area, right? Because with zombies that can attack walls, even if they are in steel, I can tell you guys, they're gonna break through, right? There's not, the steel is not gonna hold them for long. And it's the same thing for explosive zombies and all that stuff, right? So it's not gonna be enough to construct a base with steel or steel walls. We're gonna need to have a perimeter around the base where we can slow down the zombies, so we have the time to kill them before they reach the walls, and maybe having palisades, traps, you know, and all that's going to require a fair amount of steel, right? So apparently we have steel here, which is great. We have steel there as well. So we already have a source of steel. We have machinery there for component, which is pretty cool. But I think what I'm going to need to do in the first instance is to take Zelda and equip him and explore. And I need Mary to actually be cutting woods. And I need James to begin to construct, right? To construct things. So here there are berries, which is pretty cool. So, and this is the thing. So I'm gonna have to think about this, guys. I'm gonna have to plan and see how I want the base before I even start the game. How I want the base to be laid out, so like that I can begin the construction. Now, it's true, like if I send Zelda now, I may find a spot that is better. But I personally think that this is really not a bad spot, right? Because we have limestone here, we have food, we have wood, we have a river, we have steel, we have compact machinery. I think guys, it's a good spot to settle, right? And we don't have a lot of time to construct our base. I'm telling you, we don't. Okay, so what I think I would do, it's here. I don't want to have too much. I want to have easy access to the water, but if I have access to the water, I need to make sure that the zombies cannot use that access, because they're gonna be able to come and attack, right? So maybe this is pretty thick. This would be nice actually. That's not so thick. There is wood that we can clean up. There is mud there, which is unfortunate. But if I can use this area, I can potentially construct here all the way around, and I think that would be nice. But I think here I would like to have the dining area. So I don't need the dining area to be that big, right? I don't think so. I don't think I need it to be that big. So let's see. First things first. The rooms. So I'm gonna need to have brambles. Okay, I don't want to destroy the brambles because we can harvest that. Okay, so maybe more here-ish, right? So I gotta take this and I gotta say, all right, let's have a look. I gotta need space for the beds. So let's see how much that would take. Okay, so if that's the case, we may want to have something like this. And after that, we may want to have so that's going to be the kitchen area. So kitchen area, production. Okay. So if that is the case, Okay. That. Then we're gonna need to have a butcher area. The butcher area should be close to the fridge area. The fridge area needs to be refrigerated. So maybe what we can do is to have this for everything that is food, and have this that is everything for storage. It's maybe too small. Let's do it a little bit bigger, like something like this. All right, so we have a proper space to store. Then, so this is the kitchen, this is the food. So then we're gonna have the butching area, which is gonna be butching table. All right, and it needs to be separated from the kitchen to prevent, obviously, infections and food poisoning and all that jazz. Actually, what I could do, if I was clever, right? What I could do is allow a passage here to use this space, and there I can have the butching area, which, as I said previously, needs to be fairly close to the refrigerator area, which is cool. So we can close that. Okay. So there is a corridor, and that can lead into the research, right? So we're gonna need to have a space to properly research. So research is gonna require a research bench, and that requires a fair amount of space. So may put it there. So there's going to be the entry point here. So we have a research area. We have the food, the stove, the butcher, and we're going to need something else. We're going to need to be able to work stone, I think. That would be good. Now, this would be very good for two things. It would be good for power, because there can have the water mill, right? So unfortunately at the moment I can't have the power mill, but I'm pretty sure that if I use this space for the power mill, it would be enough. It would be more than enough. So we can do this, do that, close this. There will be the power mill and the power source until we can have the power mill. At least that's the idea. Now, for the wood, it's going to be that. Yeah, it's going to be more than enough space. So we can put the wood generator here. For the wood fire generator here, and then the water mill can be there. And then we can have batteries. So we don't have the batteries yet, but so there we can power this. We can power lamps for that. We can power this. We'll be able to power the fridge. We'll be able to do that. Now we're missing one important thing, is food. Yeah, dining area. So for the dining area, we're gonna need a table. I don't need a huge table. Maybe a table like this. And leisure, right? That's gonna be super mega ultra duper important. So recreation, right? And then we put all the way there, all the way there, all the way there, And maybe what we could do is to have an access point there where there is facilities for fishing. Right? It's gonna be the fishing spot. So actually I can already I think it's in production, fishing spot. The fishing spot requires terrain but can be super fishable. Okay. That's strange. What? So I can fish on the river? Are you serious? Okay. Shadow moving water, okay. Are you kidding me not? You know, you can construct. Okay, so there's maybe there's maybe not enough water. Shadow water to have fish. Which is a bit strange. Okay, so I can construct it here. Okay. Okay, so that's strange. Can I construct the spot there? Huh? No, it doesn't seem that I can put a fishing area there, but I can put it there. Yeah, that's fine. I can put it there. Put a door there that it opens, we collect the thing, boom. You know, so we're not too exposed. So there we have our dining area. Let's have a look. Chairs. Yep, we're gonna have the thing for leisure. And we're gonna need light, obviously. But I think if we construct this, that would be good. Now, obviously, and after we can expand. So the good thing is like I can construct palisades there, right? Now I know there's a pod there that is on the water, but I can construct a bridge. But until this is needed, I can close this with a wall and then open that, right? But it's feasible. The question is like, would I have enough steel to do the outside? All right, that's a good question. I'm not sure. It's a good question. So let's have a look. Let's see with structure, wall, steel. So I'm gonna need a bridge. The bridge can be in wood, that's fine. It's not, because it's not there yet, so that's fine. Okay, so that's a fair amount of steel, but it's definitely feasible. And of course they're gonna need to have okay, I'm gonna need to have a steel door there. And then we can have steel doors, but yeah, and after we're gonna need to have a perimeter of defense around that, but I don't want it to be too big, right? And after the inside would be made of wood, right? Now this doesn't have to be there. I can actually put sleeping spot here for now, and also we're gonna need to have a spot for the animals for now. Okay, and then we can put dining tables and all that stuff, but for now I think that will suffice. And there is an entry point to the river, and we may want as well to have a steel door here and here. Right, so this is gonna go here, this is gonna go there, and there's a 1 point there. So there's one door that's go there and there. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so that's gonna be the priority, obviously. And what we're gonna need to do is to cut the plants, because we don't want this area to be, you know, full of wood and all that stuff. We're gonna need to clean this area, right? And here you go, boom. Whew. So that's a fair amount of planning, all right. Yeah, and also a good thing that we could do is to create the stocks, right? The stockpiles. So if I go in the zones, so here is gonna be the fridge area. So I can already put there, but this is gonna be for everything that is gonna be food related. Okay, just food related, and maybe animal to cook. Okay, whereas here it's gonna be everything else, and that is gonna be no food, but manufacturing, raw resource, item, weapons, apparel, building, maybe chunks. But I don't want any corpses. Okay, there you go. So then they know where to put the things. And yeah, there you go. And I think we're gonna pause the video here. So I know that it's a little bit strange, but we are laying the foundations for the playthrough. Okay, so now that we have done that, we gonna make sure that this is constructed before day 3. So we need to have that. We need also, and that's something else what we're gonna do right now. We need to ensure that this area is roofed, right? So all that needs to be roofed, of course. And yeah, if that's the case, then I think we will be fine. So thank you very much, guys, for watching the series. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. That will help the channel. Please subscribe, and if you want to see when I put the videos online, you can hit the notification bell. And if you have any suggestions, comments in the base on what we could do, or the things that we could do differently, etc., you can leave it in the comment section below, and I will catch you on the next video. Thank you, guys.